Hi, I'm Stephanie Sackerman. I'm a mom, I'm an educator, a certified mindfulness teacher, and a certified wellness coach with the International Association of Wellness Professionals. And today I'm going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is self care. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, that used to be a word or a term that when I heard, I would just kind of like scoff at. And when I became a mom, I thought, I have no time in my life for this. There's really no place. It's just not feasible. And I learned the hard way that when you don't care for yourself, you're not doing any favors for the ones who you love. When we don't take care of ourselves, when we're depleted, we can't be the best mom, best dad, best partner, best daughter, best friend, best coach, best anything. And it is truly so important to be cared for. I mean, listen, we're humans, we're people, we all have needs, and we deserve to be cared for. And it's a truly important skill to learn to be able to care for yourself. And sometimes we're the only ones who can do it. And whenever you start something new, okay, so when you decide for yourself, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start trying to care for myself. That's a huge change, right? It's something that you don't usually do. And when we make changes, it can feel really uncomfortable. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it, crossing a river. It's like a river of discomfort. And when we step into that river, we're going to feel currents that feel uncomfortable. And there are going to be a ton of reasons why we should just go back to the way that we used to live our lives, right? And it's just going to seem easier as well. But it's important to push through so you can get to the other side. And so one thing that you can do as you're beginning to think about, okay, well, now is the time for me to care for myself is, well, why is this a time for you to care for yourself? Why now? And what does it mean to you? Why is it important for you to be doing this now? And it's critical to think of those things so that you know your why, so that when the current is strong, or when it's a lot easier just to sleep in or to sit on the couch or choose something different on the menu, that you know why you're doing these things for yourself. And it's also important to think about, well, like, what could come up? As a mom, there's a ton of things that can happen during my day where it would be very easy for me to say, okay, well, let me do this, and to put my own care on the back burner. And so it's a really good idea to think about, well, what are those things that could come up for you? And then how are you going to respond to them? And there may even be people who you love and who love you, who may inadvertently try to derail you from caring for yourself. And so I'd love for you to also think about, well, who is going to support me in this endeavor? Who is also going to recognize the importance of me doing this for myself? And if you feel like there's no one in your direct circle who can be that person for you, I want for you to reach out for me, because I would be more than honored to be your cheerleader because I know that self-care is paramount. And by the way, just to throw a little science at you, when you care for yourself, you're actually more attuned to the needs of others. So you can actually care for others even better than before. So it's certainly not something that's selfish, and it is 100% something that is going to benefit you, but also the ones who you love. And then it's like, okay, great. So now I've decided I'm going to care for myself. Well, how am I going to do this? What is going to feel good for me? And self-care is very personal. And it also fluctuates depending on what's going on in our lives, what season we're in, right? And so as you think about what you're going to do for your self-care, you may want to ask yourself questions like, well, what brings me joy? And what makes me smile? And what do I value? Because for one person, self-care could look like sitting down and sipping, nice hot cup of coffee for 5 minutes. For another person, self-care could be going out to the diner on Sunday morning with their family and spending time with those who they love. For others, it could be meditation. I never realized just how much alone time was important to me and how much I needed it until I became a mom and I didn't have any time alone. And that is beautiful in its own way. But for me, I needed to nourish myself by giving myself alone time with myself, by myself. And for me, that is through mindfulness and meditation. So I'll share some of my favorite self-care ideas with you. So I love, love, love putting on some music and then just singing or dancing, just having some fun. Maybe you're going to sing and dance. Maybe you're just going to dance, whatever it is, just letting yourself be in the moment and just be with the music and having a good time. I think it's so important for us to listen to our bodies and to check in. So maybe your self care is just going to be sitting down and for 3 minutes, asking your body what it needs, just checking in with yourself, and then honoring whatever your body does need, whether it's a glass of water or it's a good stretch, whatever it may be. Or going outside, that's another wonderful way to kind of fill your cup up. And for some people, being out in nature is just what they need to feel nourished. You can watch the trees move, you can listen to the birds, you can feel the sun on your face, feel the wind, against your cheek, whatever whatever's out there, whatever outside means to you, whatever it looks like, right? And then this is another beautiful idea. Stopping, just pausing for a minute and thinking about one positive thing about your day and allowing yourself to smile, and really letting it sink in. And so, I have a bunch more self-care tips if you go to my website, www.llbwc.com, and under freebies, you'll have a chance to download my sweet and simple self-care tips. And I'm so excited for you that you're on this journey and you're ready to start caring for yourself. And if you need any support along the way, please feel free to reach out to me. And until we connect again, may you live, love, and be.